Okay, friends, I am working on my potatoes here. I'm cutting these up. I got about, I say about 3-4 pounds of potatoes. And I'm just cutting them up nice bite-sized pieces for my soup. Now you can make this soup in your crock pot, absolutely. But I'm just going to simmer mine on the stove. I've got a busy weekend. And this is just nice to make and keep in the fridge to heat up and nibble on the whole weekend. It's chilly outside, so it's a perfect day for soup anyway. So I'll get these all cut up. And then I'm going to get them cooking on the stove first. Because my potato soup, I like to cook these potatoes. With this recipe, I like to cook the potatoes first. This is actually my mother's potato soup recipe. And it is delicious. This is the one that we use the Bear Creek broccoli cheddar soup in for an add-in. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, we're going to get these rinsed here. Alright, there we go. The sun is shining gorgeous through the window today. I'm just going to cover them, just to cover them, because I am going to use the some of the liquid from these cooked potatoes in my soup. Okay, let's get them on there. Turn that burner on medium. I'm also going to put a little bit of salt in here. Probably a good teaspoon. Okay. Put the lid on and let those cook. Okay, actually I moved that to the back burner because while these potatoes are cooking, I'm going to saute some onions, carrots, celery, and some mushrooms for my soup. So let's get that going. Okay. I'm going to use a nice majority of this onion. I might wind up using all of it. My husband's not here, so I can put mushrooms and onions in my soup. Fantastic, hey? Let's see here. We're going to go. All right. There's a lot of onions there. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to turn my burner on medium. And I'm going to put, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. Okay. That's nice and warm. I'm going to put those onions in there. Get my okay. I turned that down just a little more. I'm going to let those saute a little bit. I have got the carrots cleaned and ready to go. Get these chopped up. mix. Okay. So now I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there. I'm going to use my teaspoon because my hands are wet. About a half teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to put some pepper in these. My grandmother, and I've told you many times, I think I tell you every time I'm cooking, my grandmother always has told me, saute your veggies first because it gives it a beautiful flavor. So that's what we're going to do. We're also going to put some garlic in there. Okay, a couple teaspoons. All right, now we're going to cut up our celery. Make sure you slow down when you get to the end. You don't want to take the end of your finger off. Okay, this is going in there. Okay, beautiful. Hey, all right, I got a few mushrooms here, already cleaned and sliced. This one a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay. So there is our veggies that is going to go in our soup. So I'm just going to let them saute a little bit. So they're a little on the tender side. Give the potatoes a little bit more time to cook. And then I'll bring it back. These are boiling. I'll bring it back and I'll show you how I put this all together. Okay, friends, you can see this is doing wonderful. Oh, this is going to be delicious. All right, so I'm just going to add very minimal spices to this because the Bear Creek soup is seasoned quite well. So this is a garlic pepper seasoning that I have, and I'm going to put a couple of good teaspoons of that in there. Okay, and I also love white pepper. So I'm going to put some white pepper in there. Absolutely. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of parsley. And then more salt and pepper to taste, which I don't think I'll need much more pepper because that white pepper just is wonderful. I love that stuff. All right, so I'm going to turn this off, and I'm just going to put the lid on it and leave it till the potatoes are done, and I'll be back and we'll put this all together. Okay, friends, these potatoes are like almost done. So I've got that in there. I've got a jar of my home canned chicken stock, that I'm going to put in. I dumped some of that potato juice out, but not all of it. Okay? Now that's in there. Now I'm just going to take these veggies that I sauteed all up real nice. We're going to put those in there. Beautiful. You do not need to thicken this at all because, of course, the Bear Creek soup will thicken it. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely. Okay. Now I added just a little more water to that. Beautiful. I'm going to turn this burner up on medium, and I'm going to add the Bear Creek soup, and it's all it is. It's this right here, if you can see it well. See that? That's all it is. And this makes the most wonderful potato soup ever. And I put the whole package in because I got a nice big pot. Okay? We're just going to mix this up in here. That's how easy it is. You could do this fairly quick. You could have dinner on the table in about 45 minutes. So there it is. Now, we're just going to let that simmer for a little bit until it finishes cooking. You know, I don't want my stuff soggy, but I want it nice and tender. So I'm going to bring this to a boil and then turn it down, let it simmer until the carrots and, you know, the potatoes are nice and done, but not mush. And then when that's done, I'll bring it back and show you how wonderful that turns out. Okay, friends, my soup is done and it just smells wonderful. We're going to plate some up here. Oh, it's beautiful. Take a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It smells wonderful. So there you have it, friends. Give that recipe a try. I'm sure you'll like it. And thanks for watching.